There's a funny thing occurs when a person first takes the first dabble, or takes their first, either a dabble or a big leap into the personal development field. You know, human transformation, human development is a huge industry now globally. For some people, they just dive straight in. For other people, they take baby steps. And when you decide to make, to start to look at how you see the world and start to think about how you're thinking, right? And you're taking on that task of becoming, your own psychologist and wanting to adapt your environment. What happens is there's a period of time that we go through where we have to allow ourselves to mourn the loss of the old you and embody the new you. And I think the best way to explain this is when we look at when a woman falls pregnant, right? Now, when a woman falls pregnant, there's a couple of things occur. And there's a shock happens. The first thing is you find out, oh my God, I'm pregnant. And then immediately there's certain things that you have to start to change in your life. And when you start to change certain things within your life, you start to realize after a period of time that first off, you got to give up the use of alcohol. You're not allowed to smoke anymore. You have to watch the environments that you're in. And because of this, you're starting to mourn, you begin to mourn the loss of your old self. And, this is why sometimes people get depressed when they find out that they're pregnant. And so what happens is that as you start to mourn, you are never ever going to be the same person again. When you get pregnant, you're never ever going to be the same person again. Your body is never going to be the same body again. Your social life is never going to be the same social life again. What happens is that the brain or the mind can only see one of two things. So it's either mourning the loss or it's embracing the new. And if it's going through the process of mourning the loss, as you go through that 9-month period, you start to realize, oh my God, you're in complete shock. Oh my God, I'm never going to sleep the same amount of sleep I've slept. I'm never going to be able to, this child is always going to be on my mind. This child for the rest of my life will never not be on my mind at some level. Now, if you're going through this, and when we go through this period, and when we go through this transformation, and we start to look at ourselves, and we start to look at things, when it comes to, once you put your foot in, there's no turning back. Once you start to think about how you're thinking, there's no turning back. But the way in which we can avoid mourning the loss of the old person is to, as quickly as possible, start to embrace the new person. Because when you start to embrace the new person, you don't have time to mourn the loss of the old person. So when you start to embrace the new person and start to embody the changes and start to embody the transformation, if you look at it again in terms of pregnancy, when we start to, we get involved, we get in there. I remember it was around about the 7th month of Angie's pregnancy that one of my buddies said to me, Mitch, have you got involved yet? And I'm like, no, I kind of feel like I'm separate from the whole thing. He said, Mitch, look, go and paint the nursery, put some flowers up, put the blinds up, get the nursery ready. And that was one of the greatest pieces of advice that I could have got from someone, because I went and I painted the nursery and I got involved and I started to embody being a dad. And I watched my wife embody being a mum. We started to sit there and go, hey, you know what? I'm excited about this. Sure, things are not going to be the same again, but I'm excited about the new person. I'm excited about becoming a parent. I'm excited about creating the room. I'm excited about holding a baby and changing a nappy and doing all that sort of stuff. And for me personally, I'm very involved with my kids. I'll change nappies, no problem. I have right from the beginning. It's not something that even fazed me. But because I put my time then into embodying the new person. So in terms of somebody who's making a change in their lives, who's embracing human development, who's embracing human transformation, who's embracing personal development, start to get involved in your personal development. Okay, so let's go back to embracing the new person, the person that takes on this new journey, that takes on this new thing of, okay, I want to transform my health, or I want to transform my finances. Well, your objective is to start to embody that person. Start to feel the feelings and emotions that person would be feeling. Start to get involved in your transformation. Use your energy to actually become the person that you want to become. Don't be using your energy mourning the loss of the old person, because I can guarantee You're going to expend the same amount of energy mourning the loss of the old person as you will embodying on a deep feeling level, embodying the person that you now want to become. Embody those feelings and emotions, and then actively get involved in your day-to-day life in becoming more healthy. Actively get involved in your day-to-day life in organizing and mastering your finances. Actively get involved in it and feel the gratitude that you have because you're embracing the new you.